If procrastination has you stuck, this is for you. We've all been there, facing a daunting task but choosing to scroll, binge, or avoid instead. Procrastination doesn't just delay our goals, it eats away at our confidence, productivity, and potential. But breaking free from this cycle isn't impossible. By understanding why we procrastinate and taking practical steps, we can transform hesitation into momentum. Today, we'll explore proven strategies to help you take charge of your time, tackle procrastination head-on, and move closer to your goals with purpose. If you're ready to make a change, stay tuned and let's get started. Why are you procrastinating? Identifying the root cause is the first step to breaking the cycle. For many, procrastination stems from fear of failure, judgment, or even success. Others feel overwhelmed by the sheer size or complexity of the task at hand, leading to paralysis. When you understand why you're delaying action, you can address it head-on. If fear is holding you back, try reframing your thoughts. Instead of focusing on what could go wrong, consider what you stand to gain. If overwhelm is the issue, break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This makes the process feel less intimidating and more achievable. Procrastination can also come from perfectionism, where the fear of not meeting high standards prevents starting at all. Remember, progress matters more than perfection. By pinpointing your specific reason for procrastination, you regain control and can tailor strategies to overcome it. Awareness is power, and once you know the why, you can confidently tackle what's holding you back. Commit to just 2 minutes of work. It's a simple but powerful strategy to overcome procrastination. The idea behind the 2-minute rule is that starting is often the hardest part. When faced with a daunting task, our minds amplify the difficulty, creating a barrier that feels insurmountable. By telling yourself to focus on the task for just 2 minutes, you bypass this mental resistance. Once you begin, momentum kicks in, making it easier to keep going. Imagine you're procrastinating on writing an important report. Instead of thinking about completing the entire document, set a timer for 2 minutes and start writing anything related to it. An idea, a bullet point, or even a rough outline. Once those 2 minutes pass, you might find yourself naturally continuing because you've broken through the inertia. This technique works because it removes the psychological pressure of completing an entire task all at once. It transforms a monumental challenge into a manageable action, reducing the intimidation factor. Even if you truly only work for 2 minutes, you've still made progress, and that small win builds motivation for next time. Over time, consistent use of the 2-minute rule turns productivity into a habit, helping you face tasks head-on instead of avoiding them. So, next time procrastination strikes, remember, just 2 minutes is all it takes to start breaking the cycle and reclaiming your momentum. Big tasks can feel overwhelming and intimidating, often paralyzing us with fear and uncertainty. To combat this, break those big tasks into smaller, bite-sized chunks. By dividing a daunting project into manageable steps, you reduce its perceived difficulty and make it more approachable. This strategy not only makes the process feel less intimidating, but also helps you see progress more quickly, which boosts motivation and keeps you moving forward. For example, let's say you're tasked with creating a presentation for work. Instead of focusing on completing the entire presentation, break it down. Start with researching the topic, then outline the key points you want to cover. Next, create a slide for each point, focusing on one at a time. Finally, review and practice your presentation. Each of these smaller steps feels much more manageable than the thought of creating an entire presentation from scratch. Breaking tasks into small steps also allows you to celebrate incremental progress. Every small win, no matter how minor, builds momentum and reinforces your sense of accomplishment. When tasks are reduced to smaller, achievable actions, procrastination loses its grip because the effort required feels less daunting. The fear of failure diminishes when you focus on completing a small, specific task rather than the entire project. So, when faced with a big challenge, remember to zoom in and break it down. By tackling one small step at a time, you'll find it easier to build momentum, stay consistent, and ultimately, finish what you start. Create a focused environment. Eliminating distractions is crucial to conquering procrastination and staying productive. In today's hyper-connected world, it's easy to get sidetracked by constant notifications, cluttered workspaces, or even wandering thoughts. Start by silencing notifications on your devices, turn off alerts, set your phone to Do Not Disturb, or, if possible, keep it out of sight while you work. Social media, email pop-ups, and instant messages can wait. Your focus needs to be on the task at hand. Next, declutter your workspace. A messy environment can lead to scattered thinking and a lack of focus. Take a few minutes to clear your desk, organize essential materials, and create a clean, distraction-free zone. This simple act of tidying up can have a surprisingly positive effect on your mindset, signaling to your brain that it's time to focus. Consider using tools or apps designed to block access to distracting websites for a set period of time. This can prevent you from slipping into unproductive scrolling or browsing habits. If you're working from home, communicate your needs to those around you, letting them know when you need uninterrupted time to concentrate. Another effective strategy is using time blocks, like the Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. During work intervals, give your full attention to your task. Knowing you have a break coming up can make it easier to dive deep and stay focused. By eliminating distractions and creating an environment that supports concentration, you're removing key obstacles to productivity. This makes it easier to stay on track, get more done, and ultimately overcome procrastination. Reward progress to stay motivated. Celebrating small wins is a powerful way to combat procrastination and build momentum on the path to achieving your goals. When you acknowledge and reward even the smallest accomplishments, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces good habits and keeps you moving forward. This is because every small success triggers a release of dopamine in your brain, a feel-good chemical that boosts motivation and makes you want to continue working. Imagine you've been procrastinating on studying for an exam. Instead of focusing solely on completing the entire study material, break it into sections. When you finish each section, give yourself a small reward, a quick walk, a favorite snack, or a short episode of a show. These mini celebrations create a sense of progress and accomplishment, making the entire process feel more rewarding. Small wins don't need to be grand. They simply need to provide a moment of satisfaction and acknowledgement for your effort. Keep track of your achievements with a checklist or journal to visually mark progress. Seeing your accomplishments accumulate can boost your confidence and make larger goals feel more attainable. This positive reinforcement also helps turn challenging tasks into more enjoyable ones, reducing procrastination and resistance over time. Remember, it's not just about reaching the end goal, but appreciating every step you take to get there. By celebrating small wins, you remind yourself that progress is happening, that your hard work matters, and that even the smallest steps forward deserve recognition. This ongoing motivation keeps you energized, focused, and ready to tackle whatever comes next. Start small, but start today. Procrastination can feel like an immovable barrier, but every journey to productivity begins with a single intentional step forward. Remember, you don't need to have it all figured out or complete everything in one go. Progress is built gradually, through consistent effort. By taking that first small action, you're signaling to yourself that change is possible and you're ready to take control of your time and goals. Think about your future self. What would they say about the effort you put in today? They'll thank you for choosing to push past procrastination, even when it felt difficult. Every small action you take compounds over time, leading to meaningful results and growth. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Celebrate each small victory, acknowledge your efforts, and don't let setbacks define you. The important part is to keep moving forward. So, whatever goal you've been putting off, start now, even if it's just a little step. Embrace the journey, keep building momentum, and know that the path to overcoming procrastination is within your reach.